Saying that Dirty Bomb as counter seems to be a controversial topic amongst some members of the community. This topic arises from a recent discussion on the Dirty Bomb Discord when somebody said that they were wrecking another player, and the other player switched to proxy and they started getting wrecked. I then said that it sounded like they didn't know how to counter proxy. That, kids, is when the crap hit the fan. They proceeded on to say how Dirty Bomb isn't a MOBA, so there are no character counters. What the? I never brought up character counters. I just said they didn't know how to counter proxy. But let's talk about character counters, since that's apparently what I was talking about. Even if Dirty Bomb may not be one, I like to use fighting games as an example because they have been heavily influential in gaming and show a simplified view on the topic. If I am beating somebody as Jhin and they switch to Alisa and beat me, does that mean that Alisa is a counter for Jhin? No. I just don't know how to counter her. I just switch my play to nullify their character change, using more mids, looking out for lows, and avoiding those stupid chainsaw hands. Like, why can she fly and have chainsaws? Character counters and playstyle counters are different. Switching to one character that is more effective at beating a specific other merc is a character counter. But what if you counter a character without switching? Is that even considered a counter? Yes, it is. Countering proxy is very easy. You don't even have to switch. You go far away to nullify her shotguns and avoid her mines. You can do this with any character. It's a playstyle switch to counter a merc. You don't have to switch your merc to counter another. Just switch your playstyle. Does this mean that there are no character counters? Absolutely not. It would be easier to counter proxy with Artie. He has more health and better long-range weaponry, which means he is better prepared to counter proxy than, let's say, Aura. So Dirty Bomb does have both playstyle counters and character counters, meaning you can switch your playstyle, your merc, or both to counter another player. Does this mean Dirty Bomb is a MOBA? Why would you even think that? Another part of the discussion was that Dirty Bomb was created to not have any form of counters. First off, if no character is the same, statistically one character will be better than another at a specific skill, meaning that by Dirty Bomb's nature of having different mercs with different skills, abilities, and perks, an ecosystem of counters is created. This doesn't mean the counters are as intense as most MOBAs or other hero shooters, it just means that counters exist because this game is a hero shooter. Now breathe. I know a lot of people don't like to hear that Dirty Bomb is a hero shooter because technically Dirty Bomb is an online free-to-play team multiplayer objective-based hero first-person shooter with a high emphasis on skilled gunplay and fast movement. So yeah, hero and shooter are words used to define Dirty Bomb. The game can be best described as Team Fortress 2 meets Counter-Strike meets Call of Duty, or Wolfenstein Enemy Territory in modern-day London. Look at that, the last game is also from Splash Damage. Does that mean that Wolfenstein Enemy Territory crossed with Brink equals Dirty Bomb? I understand that the word hero automatically makes people think of MOBAs. If you don't like the word, you can call them mercs. Same thing really. I understand that there is no emphasis on switching mercs to counter others, but that is a legit aspect of the meta. If there was no need to switch mercs to counter, why give us more than one merc to play a match with? So that if the situation arises that you would need to counter, you can. This includes switching classes, mercs within classes, and teams. I guess if you play casual in this game, you would like to switch teams to the one that is winning, Although, it is true that one character can both counter and be countered by the same merc. An example being Red Eye versus Phantom. Phantom thrives in CQC, which snipers struggle to compete with, but Phantom's ability is nullified by Red Eye's IR goggles, giving the sniper the ability to kill Phantom before he's even in reach. Another being Proxy versus Artie again. Artie decimates proxies at long range. Make note, at long range. Because the instant proxy is close, Artie goes down quickly, being almost unable to hit the small fast-moving proxy. So character counters and playstyle counters exist, but so do gun counters and team counters. This game is full of counters. I didn't bring any of this up, all I said was that the person didn't know how to counter proxy, which is very simple if you know how. Now, I can already hear most of you saying that I don't know what I'm talking about, condescendingly insulting me, my intellect, my skill, my sexuality even. But here's the deal. If you won't listen to me, listen to this guy. He has an elite rank in the most current season of the game and quite frankly too much skill. Of course dude, that's most of the gameplay. Or this other loser who's definitely too smart, skilled and successful with 1,616 hours in the game. Well, according to Splash Damage, they want Dirty Bomb to be more centered on the skill of the players to balance and counter rather than the mercs. However, in the state of the game and how they're trying to explain how all the mercs work, like their merc roll call videos, that's impossible. I do believe that Dirty Bomb has counters, but not full-on clear ones. They're probably both really good looking. Links to both of these guys will be in the description, check them out. You heard it. Although not a MOBA, DB from its inception has counters ingrained into the meta. They aren't hard counters, but they're there, whether it's playstyle or mercs. The devs may not want Dirty Bomb to have merc counters, but again, if all characters are different, then you're bound to have some form of counterplay between them. And again, all I meant was that they didn't know how to counter proxy, like they never meant for any of this to happen. I just meant they should have switched their playstyle. Please help.